All right, guys, so we're going to look at comparing rational and irrational numbers. All right, this is a part two. Okay, the first one, we started here with the ordering, okay, and we need to keep these signs in mind, okay. So we're looking at comparing. All right, we'll just jump right into an example, because when we compare numbers, we're trying to determine greater than, less than, or equal to. So let's look at an example here, and we'll go through some steps. Okay, so say we want to know square root of 16 is equal to, greater than, or less than 3.9. Okay, so the first thing that we want to do, step one, is we want to change both numbers to a decimal. Now, you don't have to do this step, okay? In my opinion, this step is the easiest way to compare these numbers, okay? Here's why. Square roots are kind of confusing to us. I think we can all agree that nobody likes fractions, all right? Because remember, if you change everything to fractions, you have to find a common denominator and all that good stuff, okay? Decimals are fairly easy to look at and compare, and also you can put those on a number line and it'll give you a better chance to compare those, okay? So square root of 16, it's not a decimal, okay? So I would need to convert this, the square root of 16. What is the square root of 16? Well, it is 4, because 16 is a perfect square. 4 times 4 is 16, okay? So now I would be comparing 4 and 3.9, okay? Second step we're going to look at this is, again, you don't have to. We're going to use a number line to help determine if they're equal to, less than, or greater than. Okay, so if I draw a number line, and on your number line, you need to look at the two numbers we're comparing. Okay, 4 and 3.9. So which one of these two numbers is the greatest? Well, 4 is bigger than 3, so my number line can go to 4. I know there's a 3. Okay, so when we're looking at decimals, 3.0, the middle would be 3.5, and then 3.7, 3.3, 3.4, 3.1, 3.2, 3.6, 3.8, 3.9. Sorry, it's really small. I apologize. Okay, so when I put these on a number line, I know 4 is right here, and 3.9 is right here. Okay, it's a 9. So when we look at a number line, notice my numbers from left to right. You always have your smallest numbers on the left, your largest on the right on a number line, always. So if I'm moving left to right, the number that is to the left of another number is smaller. So if it's left, it's less, left and less. 3.9 is left of 4. Okay, so 3.9 is smaller than 4. 4 is the bigger number, and we want our alligator to be eating the bigger number. So therefore, my answer would be a, what sign is this? It's a greater than sign. We read this from left to right. Okay, so if he's looking to the alligator's mouth, that's the greater than sign. Okay, let's look at another example here. Example 2. We're going to compare the square root of 2 and 7 over 4. Okay, so what's my first step? We're going to change them both to a decimal. All right, now square root of 2. Okay, if you have your calculator handy, we can round this. How do you change? We just do the square root of 2, which will give me about, so I'm going to do approximately 1.41. Okay, so that's a decimal. And when I convert 7/4, how do we convert a fraction to a decimal? You do the top divided by the bottom. Remember, this looks like a division sign. You read a book left to right and top to bottom. So this is 7 divided by 4. And if you punch that in your calculator, you will get 1.75. So this is 1.75. Okay. Remember my next step, we're going to use a number line. Again, you don't have to use a number line if you don't want to. But if you're one of those people, the number line just makes your life a lot easier because you can visually see it, then by all means, let's draw a number line. Okay? We know our numbers are going to be 1 point something. It's between 1 and 2. Okay? So if I make this down here a 1, this a 2, what's that number between 1 and 2? That's 1.5. Okay? In between 1.5 and 2, if you're having trouble, think about quarters. If you have a dollar 50, you have a dollar and 2 quarters. What if I take one of those quarters away? I only have a dollar and 25 cents. If I have 2 quarters and I add one, I'm going to have a dollar 75 cents. Okay, we're breaking this into fourths. All right. So we kind of have enough information now. I know that 1.41, well, that 41 is going to be less than 5. So, but it's greater than 1.25, but it's closer to here. So it's going to be about right here. Okay. And this 1.75, well, we got that already marked out here. So that's going to be right there. Again, we read a number line from left to right. So we know that 1.41, or the square root of 2, is smaller than 7/4. Okay, so if this number is smaller, the alligator does not want to eat those small numbers. So we make the alligator eat the big number. We reach left to right. The square root of 2 is less than 7/4. Okay, and if you have to, just a little hint, if you want to, let's say on your paper, if you're one of those people that like to jot down quick notes, you could just jot down this sign means less than, and this sign means greater than. Just jot that down the top of your paper if you need some help sometimes. Okay? Greater than. Come on, Reed, wake up. All right? So it's just comparing. Let a number line help you sometimes. Sometimes visuals are really good for you all to help you see it. And if you don't need a visual, that's fine. You don't have to use it. These are tools. Okay? I'll explain to my students that, yes, if down in my garage I have a bunch of tools, but I don't use every single tool for every single job that I do. I choose the tools that I need to help me. It would be pointless for me to lay out every single tool that I have anytime I do a job. It's going to take up a lot of room, take up a lot of my time. I'm only going to choose the tools that I need. So this is a tool. If you need to use it, use it. If you don't need to use it, that's fine too. Okay? So hopefully that helps. And again, if you guys have questions, email me, ask me. Okay? I'm always available for you all. Hope you have a great day.